Also tonight, anger from thousands of students around Yorkshire at proposals in the Browne report that could lead to a huge increase in the cost of university education. Much of the fury at plans to scrap the cap on tuition fees has been directed at Sheffield Hallam MP and Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg.
Yes, now he personally signed a pledge to students not to increase fees. They even photographed him with it with them. Well, here he is posing with some students in Cambridge just after he'd signed it.
Well, in Sheffield today, some students took to the streets to remind him of his pledge. In a moment, we'll hear from a Liberal Democrat MP who says he'll rebel against the proposals. But first, Kathy Killick reports from Sheffield.
Within an hour of the Browne Review being published, hastily scrawled posters went up in Sheffield University's Students' Union. This is a generation that communicates online, but one student told me that on this occasion they just had to put pen to paper. The old-fashioned posters did the trick. Very quickly, a crowd of students gathered, ready to take their concerns to Nick Clegg's constituency office just down the road.
We're going to remind Nick Clegg of his pledge.
Students can travel for 50p in Sheffield, so it made sense to take the bus.
Education is just going to become massively elitist again, and a lot of students won't go because of the pressures of the debt that they'll have to have.
A real message to Nick Clegg is please use any influence you have to bring it on the government to stand up for students and stand up for Sheffield, and please vote against high fees as you said you would.
Thousands of Sheffield students queued for hours to vote for Nick Clegg in the general election, specifically because he pledged not to increase tuition fees. It's hardly surprising those same students should feel betrayed.
Nick Clegg made some promises and he marketed himself as the student-friendly politician. So we all voted for this, myself included, and others, and he's just breaking those promises.
1, 2, 3, 4, give us what we voted for!
The students handed over pledges of their own, vowing never to vote Lib Dem if fees increase. In Nick Clegg's absence, it fell to the chairman of the local party to tackle their concerns.
It's a huge problem, big issue, and if you all vote Lib Dem next time, we get a majority government, then we'll be able to abolish the fees. I mean, that's the deal.
Meanwhile, in London, Nick Clegg defended his position.
When people pay back for their university tuition, they only do it when they can afford to do it, and that people who earn more pay a bit more back than others. I think that is a fair and sustainable approach, and that's what we're looking for in the Browne report today.
Nick Clegg is credited with mobilising the student vote in the election, but now, in Sheffield at least, it seems he's in real danger of mobilising a backlash. Kathy Killick, BBC Look North, Sheffield.